Go Joe-san. That was our attempt at Cantonese comics good morning from Jeff Comic 813. We'll try it one more time. So this was good morning everyone in Cantonese. We'll try it again. Ready? Go Joe-san. Hopefully we did that pretty good. Pretty well, I should say. Hello everybody. Welcome to Saturday Morning Comics. I'm John and
I'm Charlie.
We are short one kid today, but she's in the chat. She keeps saying, hi, this is Kate. She's sleeping over at a friend's house, and they logged on as their friend's dad. And so Kate is in the chat. You can say hi to her there as well. Jeff says we did a good job. All right. There are some awesome people who are here super early. I saw Reggie Collects just jumped in. Hi, Reg.
What's up?
Jeff, you were in here right at the beginning, so we made sure that we were ready. We practiced a bunch. Right, and I want to say Spider-Man. Is it Juju Hop? I want to say is Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think that was it.
I got to work on that one. And then of course Kate was here as well. Carlito, good morning. White Whale, how you doing, sir? He has an auction tonight, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. So be ready. It's for charity. It's a charity auction, and the books are insane. You should go onto his channel. He's got a preview video of the books he'll be selling. They're wild. Boy Who Had Seven, hello. Big Will has arrived. Papia Comics all the way from Sweden.
Daddy.
Good morning. Delphia is here as well. Kachung, Luis Ramirez. Did I miss somebody?
No, but White Will says something funny.
He always says something funny.
No, if you go up, he says
Hold on, James Gallegos. And people are still trickling in. Where is it? He said, without Kate, that means there'll be 33% more of you, John. Bummer. So you made Kate and Charlie laugh. They both thought it was funny. Kate in the chat. See, Alec, always funny. I will also tell you that one of the books I'm going to share today, as far as our Saturday Morning Comics, is going to be on Alec's auction. So you can buy your very own signed copy of this book. So stick around. I'll show you which one it is. Let's see. Caleb's here. The Comic Smurf. Rod just a Rican. And Rod's going to have some special guests on Coast to Coast this afternoon. So be ready for that as well. See him say, thanks, Charlie. Alex said, haha, thanks, Charlie. Ryan, you're missing the show. I'm sorry. Oh, you were missing the show. Well, we're back now, Ryan, with an all Star Wars kind of special episode. Charlie's going to tell us her review of Solo, which she saw for the first time last night.
It was.
Nope, save it. She saw the trailer for the next Star Wars movie, Rise of Skywalker. We'll talk about that one. We have books to share. I even tried to decorate with a few of the Star Wars books that I have. This one over here was from Delphia, right? That's a Delphia book. And then I got some here from a couple other guys, Comic Books NYC and TJ Watson. So we got lots of good stuff. Who's going to share a comic first, though? Charlie wants to go first.
I have an Archie.
Okay, you want to hold it up a little higher?
Life with Archie.
Life with Archie, issue 200. What's good about this one?
Well, there's two stories. There is the one on the cover, but I'm going to share a different one, which I thought was really funny.
Okay.
It's where Veronica, Reggie, and Archie and Betty are all selling. They're helping the guy sell stuff. And there's a bird in a really good box. And a guy tries stealing it. Uh-huh. But they catch him.
Okay.
And then they bring it back. Then he steals it again. And they both go after him.
They got to catch this guy.
But Reggie says that bird might cost like a prince's ransom or something. Mm-hmm. And then,
well, these are artifacts, right? They look like museum artifacts.
Not this.
Oh, okay.
And it's item 28. And then when they get there, they catch him, but he throws the box, and Reggie and Veronica catch the bird before it falls, and Betty and Archie catch the box, and they go. And Veronica says, here, this is the bird. We saved it. And he says, where did you get this bird? He says, it was item 28. We were helping you sell it. And then he said, and then he told Veronica, we're gonna be the talk of the town. And then he says, come here, Merlin, and that's his daughter. And she says, oh, you found Frou-Frou. I put her in a box to go sleepies. And then she pats him on the back and says, you bad bird. She just hits it. And then they come with and then he says, well, I suppose you didn't get the box? And they said, is this what you're looking for, sir? And that was actually what cost the most. It was the box.
The box was the valuable part.
Yeah, so instead of Veronica and Reggie about the talk of the town, it was actually Betty and Archie. And the guy who got the bird rescued said, I'm going to call the TV and the whole town to tell them how wonderful you guys are. It was pretty funny to me.
There's a lot of funny people in this chat. I got to say, White Whale is roasting Reggie, making back and forth. Yeah, no 2G versus 1G Reggie battles are going on right now. Thank you, Delphia and Kachung. Very nice things. Those are really nice things for you to say. Paula, you want a cracker, pretty bird, bake the snake, you're being a kook. All right. So for my first book, I was just on the Green Lantern book club, comic club with Thanatos and a boy who had 7 who was in the chat. And Tim, the star of the show. And we were talking about the book No Fear. And now they're reading into the next story, Revenge of the Green Lanterns, which I will say the first half of that book has probably my favorite story that I've read so far. It's the Green Arrow, Green Lantern storyline. So I was going back and rereading it. You have Mongol as the villain, and this great like alternate reality storyline where you get to see the deepest desires for Green Arrow and Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, and kind of what they wished they could be living versus the life that they're kind of living now. It was a great little storyline that I think is very overlooked in the Jeff Johns run. And I highly recommend picking up that trade if you aren't as lucky as I think Chad 90 Miles from Comics won the prize and got the book. So he'll be the lucky one that actually gets to get that in the mail. But everyone else should definitely pick it up and read it because it's really, really good. A secret handshake for the Green Lantern book club. Yeah. Like the ring comes at you. I don't know. You got to light up the ring, something. Sinestro Corps War and Hal Jordan Wanted are my favorites, says Caleb. Nice. Those are good picks. It's hard to beat Sinestro Corps War. I think it's generally considered the greatest. I know a lot of people love Blackest Night, but even those people tend to say Sinestro Corps War is tough to beat.
Did it feel like this?
Pop Pop is in the chat. Did you see him?
Pop Pop.
We have one for New Comic Book Day book club. Do we? A secret handshake. Yeah, we do.
We can go. I know one. I know one for the Green Lantern one.
What's the Green Lantern handshake gotta be?
Like this, boom. It's like you're charging your ring.
Oh wow! I slipped on a banana peel and John laughs. It's true. I'm not immune to your comedy, Alec. All right. So what's your second book, Charlie? Aladdin, Sword and Sorcery.
This was from Delphia.
This was from Delphia. You're right. This is issue 3. Look, Aladdin's got the big scimitar sword there.
Yeah, it actually hypnotizes you.
The sword hypnotizes you?
No, you give it to him, and that little jewel, it kind of like, because he gives every single person in the palace something, and everything glows. Like he gives the king a monkey, and they just get hypnotized.
A statue,
by it.
like,
And then he gives Jasmine a mirror.
The bad guy does this.
Yeah, and he can't stop looking at it. And then he gives Aladdin a sword.
Ryan, you're quoting Arrested Development. I like it. Very funny.
And then the sword kind of controls him to do bad stuff. So everything is controlling them.
So they have
And
to learn
so-
that they don't want all these little toys, that they're bad.
Yeah, but they don't know that because they're hypnotized by it.
Gotcha.
And then he said, and then Genie is trying to, and you can know that that's happening because he says, "Yeah, nice edge. Mind if I check it out?" He says, "A warrior never relinquishes his weapon."
There's too many funny jokes going on in here. Ryan, there's always money in the banana stand. Delphia, yeah, you definitely picked well. Charlie, what do you like about this one?
I really like how the bad guy kind of uses trickery through everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of funny what he does. He wants Jasmine, so he tries to, he tells Jasmine how pretty she is, so then she likes him. And he says, more beautiful than a thousand, more beautiful than a sunrise over an
Oasis, yeah.
oasis. And he says, I could pluck the plumes of 1,000 parrots and never achieve the radiance I see in your smile.
Ooh, so Bake, you're right. Jasmine is the one hypnotizing this guy. He's trying to butter her up for something, right?
Mm-hmm. Really? To prove my sincerity, I shall begin with the first parrot I find.
Uh-oh, that's Iago.
Iago's by the door. Uh-oh, as my Grand Polly used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough stay away from a meat tenderizer.
Oh, that is funny. Oh, so then should I do my next one?
Yeah.
All right, my next one. I got around to reading this book mostly because I knew that it had John Jameson in this story. Did you know there was a guy named John Jameson in comic books?
No.
This is J. Jonah Jameson.
I know him.
His son. He's an astronaut, and he becomes a villain hero character named Man-Wolf. And he is in a big way, actually. He's in Cult of Carnage. It's a really decent read. I mean, it's not like a hugely pivotal, but it sets up a lot of cool things for this Carnage event that they're kind of building. I would love to see a Man-Wolf Carnage Beast. That would be really cool. I think the world needs more Man-Wolf. I'm just going to say it. The world needs it.
I know Man-Wolf and She-Hulk have a thing.
You're correct, White Whale. You are correct. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Yep.
Dad, don't Man-Wolf and She-Hulk have a thing?
Man-Wolf and She-Hulk? I don't know. Do they?
Yeah, because I think there's a book down the hall that's all about her fighting him.
Okay.
Because she has a partner who's apparently helping her, and he keeps trying to shoot him, and she keeps telling him no. And then eventually he actually does just shoot him.
Ka-Chung, I know that a lot of people don't necessarily enjoy the Netflix seasons, but I think everybody who's ever watched the seasons that ran on Fox knows that that was amazing, that show was incredible. It's a great barometer for people's comedy skills. All right, Charlie, you got one more book to share, and it is one that I really, really like. I have a couple of copies of this one.
Fantastic Four X-Men.
This is issue 286, part of the Return of Jean Grey. There's an Avengers issue that I have where they find her at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, and that's the one that's actually before this one, because Captain America actually takes it to the Fantastic Four, so then they can study it. And then it cracks open. Okay.
And then in this one, they kind of take her out of the cocoon, and the Fantastic Four help her understand where she's been all this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is all about sort of the return of Jean Grey, which is a really cool storyline. And it sets up X Factor. Yeah, exactly. Ka-Chung says X Factor 1. Look at Ka-Chung dropping the knowledge. I love it, dude. That is fantastic. I love that show. So why is my comedy so juvenile? The show is juvenile comedy. Let's just be honest. So yeah, this sets up X Factor 1. Really great storyline. And yeah, really cool stuff. Jean Grey is awesome. It's got She-Hulk. What do you like about this story?
Well, it's kind of really interesting how when she comes out of a cocoon, you'd probably think, oh, she's just going to walk out and wander around, which is kind of what she does. But when she comes out, she makes everything float. And she takes away the gravity. And the only one that can fight her is Susan, because she can use her force fields. So what she does is she can stand with her force fields, so she's just walking around. But Jean can walk around no matter what because it's her power. And she starts and Jean's going to blast her, but she puts her in one of her force fields, so then she's stuck.
Oh, nice.
And then they show her and I do like the part when they show her the little crystal ball that has her as the real Jean Grey.
Okay.
And she kind of gets scared of it because she's not sure if that's what she should still be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree, Kachung, that Wonder Woman has great comedy. I totally agree. I like how we all said White Whale's comedy is great and juvenile, and now he's saying how clever it is. Ryan, if I wanted something your thumb touched, I would order the inside of your ear. Wow.
What did he say?
Classic.
If I wanted something
your thumb touched,
I would have ordered the inside of your ear. Wow.
All right, for my last book, I'm picking a book that I got as an AOK 2 times from 2 different people. I got this from Comic Books NYC, which is an amazing Midtown variant. The faces on this, I mean, it looks like all these actors, which is not an easy thing to do. Like, I can't imagine the difficulty in that. Absolutely phenomenal. So cool. And then just Thursday night, I got this from TJ Watson, signed right there. It's the same book. It's a variant cover for this book, Heroes Haven exclusive. This is going to be in White Whale Comics auction. It's issue 1 of the newest run from Star Wars, signed by the cover artist. So cool. Nice giant size X-Men homage cover. Super cool. So you can buy your own copy of this if you would like. It sounds better from Charlie, says Kachung. No, he was saying Arrested Development was clever. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I agree with that. That's fair. So I read this morning. I didn't take the signed one out. I read the variant cover, the Midtown Comics exclusive cover, and it's a cool story. So it takes place right after the end of the original film, A New Hope, which is episode 4, and Han, Luke, and Leia and Chewie are doing little missions for the rebels after blowing up the original Death Star. And so this story takes place almost exclusively like on a far distant planet. And they're involved in a little a plot to sort of hamstring the Empire a little bit. So it was a good episode, a good issue of the comic. It's really long. It's a full, 48 pages. It's a slightly larger issue. It was a good storyline. The first run of the new Marvel Star Wars was amazing, says White Whale. So I haven't read the follow-up issues, but I'm curious about them now. And I believe this is issue 5 in that run. So have to go and see if I can wrangle up 2, 3, 4 and continue on, unless they're on Marvel Unlimited maybe or something. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing? It's just Charlie and I, although Kate was in the chat earlier chatting at her friend's house.
She's probably not in it anymore.
I'm assuming they got bored and went off and just started playing. What did Charlie think of Solo? Because here we are. Now we're at the point where we're going to do a little review. Last night, Charlie got to pick the movie because sister was going off somewhere. So Charlie picked the movie she wanted to watch, and she picked
Solo.
It's streaming on Netflix right now. What do you think of it, Charlie?
Well, I did like it. There were some twists that I weren't too happy with.
Okay.
Some things that I got kind of confused with because I didn't see another movie. Like at the end. Okay. Can I say what happened at the end when the girl talked to
So you're saying there were some twists that you didn't like?
and some that I did like.
Why didn't you like some of the twists?
Well, I felt like, the twist I hated, I kind of have to say something. I don't want to give it away if somebody hasn't seen it.
I think we're okay. Go ahead.
I was pretty bummed out that the girl that Han liked betrayed her.
Didn't end up with him.
Yeah, and I know that he really liked her.
Right. But then he wouldn't be with Leia, we decided, right?
Well, yeah. He wouldn't have Kylo Ren, and Rey never would have fought him.
Fire Guy Ryan says, spoil it for me, please. I want to hear it from you.
Yay!
So you're saying part of you wanted Han to end up with the girl in the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Because then you wouldn't have Kylo Ren. No Kylo Ren.
Well, I mean, I wanted him to also go with Leia, but I was thinking instead of just like making her go to the bad side, why not just have them be together for a while, and then eventually they have to leave each other.
Right.
That's better.
Maybe that's why Han became so sour. He got burned by that girl, and now he was a bit more of a grouch in the later movies.
I also got kind of confused why Darth Maul would still be alive.
Oh, spoiler, Darth Maul does make an appearance, but he's in a lot of the animated shows. Like he has like a significant part to play in some of those animated series. This is his first time in the live action movies. So
I kind of saw the one with Padme when because that was when
the very first one is, he's only in that one.
I didn't, because I only saw part of it, so I saw the fight with him and what was it, Obi-Wan, and someone else who
Qui-Gon Jinn, yeah.
He died. Oh, yeah, for him. And I didn't see the end of the fight because I got too scared.
Yes, Alec, we are definitely spoiling more than we do on a book club episode.
I got too scared, so I didn't get to see if he actually died, but I'm pretty sure I thought he did.
Yeah, he gets chopped in half in that first movie.
That's why I didn't know how he would still be alive.
They did it in the animated show. They brought him back to life. Oh. I don't know how. I'm curious about that as well. Bake the Snake says, hey, it's okay, Charlie. He didn't end up with that girl, but she shaped who Han goes on to become.
That's true.
Good point. So what parts did you really like from Solo? What are the good parts?
I did like the part when they trick them about the little thing, about the cards, because they took the real ones into the room, but Beckett thought that they were the bad ones, that they were fake. So he told his owner, who they're going to give it to, that they're fake. So when he held it, he said, oh, it looks like the exact thing. And it was the exact thing.
So it was like double trick, right?
And then they said, if you guys don't have it, then the kids do. So they go check the kids, but the box is empty. And they take off the mask of the owner kid, it's an old lady, and it's not the real person. So then the kids attack the people who are attacking the village, and then he says, if these are fake and they don't have it, then it's with one of us. Then it's with one of you, but they don't have it. It's the real thing. And then when he's telling him these almost look like the exact thing, he says, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. And he says, well, my opponent has told me everything. And he's like, because his girlfriend, he said, her name, Makira? And he was like, no, not Makira. Can you please come in? And into the thing comes Beckett, because he was a traitor.
He was,
He never was a good person.
Charlie's nailing this review. I don't know about you guys. Charlie's doing a great job. Yeah, so like there's a double, triple, like everybody's got several lies going on, right? Han really tried to play everybody. It was a clever ending, because up until then, you made the joke like, gosh, everything Han doesn't work, right? He tries to ride the speeder on its edge and it gets stuck. He lies about, oh yeah, hey, there's guys down there that are going to surround you if you threaten us, and then Lando flies away and leaves them behind. Right? Like everything doesn't work in Han world until this last little trick he plays.
Yeah, that one's pretty clever.
Yeah.
And then Beckett he doesn't know that the thing's really real. So he says, big guy, you come with me, which is Chewie. and then he just takes every single box of the cards and just walks off with Chewie. And then eventually they kill the bad guy, which is pretty happy.
Spoiler again.
But then Han has to go get Beckett because he wants to have that cards back.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes into the elevator.
It's the I don't know what they call that stuff. The crystals or whatever.
With an A.
I can't remember what that stuff is. Yeah.
Oh, isn't it like X-Men cards or something?
It's not. They're not cards. They're like tubes. They're like
really
crystals.
Explosive.
Yeah.
And the girl stays behind. She says, "Well, I'm gonna find some stuff to buy a new ship, and there's jewels." And he says, "Okay." And she says, "Go." And so he goes. And then she walks towards the jewels and walks right past it, takes the guy's ring, puts it into the little lock, and talks to Darth Maul and tells him everything.
Yeah. And then she has to go visit with Darth Maul, and that's the end of her. We don't see her again.
Yeah, but she does fly her ship, and after Han shoots Beckett.
That might have been the part that made me laugh the most.
Yes.
We got to see Han Solo legitimately shoot first. Look at her. She knows. Han shot first. And we get to see Han shoot first here in the best shoot first, I think, ever. I mean, like, Beckett, the guy just absolutely shows down.
It was kind of funny because Beckett was, like, just talking and stalling, and then he loaded his trigger. And right after
Kate's trying to guess what the crystals are called. Beryllium or crystallium, something like that. You're right. I can't remember what it's called.
Kate. No, it's not her.
That was Fire Guy trying to figure out what she's saying.
Kate, are you speaking Latin now?
Everyone's saying, Charlie, you rule, you're killing it. I'll have to take Riley for a walk. She misses Charlie.
Have a great day.
Say bye, Riley.
Bye, Riley. Bye, Pop.
Charlie's favorite dog. Kyber, is that what it is? No, it's not the Kyber crystals. That's the Rogue One MacGuffin or whatever.
MacGuffin?
It's like Beryllium, yeah. It's got a slightly different name.
I think it was Beryllium, though.
Okay, so thumbs up or thumbs down to Solo?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
The trickery was pretty good.
The trickery was good. What did you think of? Bake the Snake was asking about Lando. What did you think about the guy who played Lando? Did he do a good job?
He did a great job, especially at the end when they played the cards.
And Han took the card.
He has a little bracelet that has a triple
a little card in it, right?
A triple Psylocke. And that's the best card in the gambling. So in the first time they gamble, he wants the ship. So they're gambling, and then when no one's looking, Gando takes the card and takes the bad card in his deck and switched it.
Yeah.
And he says, "You played me." And then Han's like, "Yes, I won." But then he throws it down and he has his 333. And then later in the movie, he does it. And he says he's going to punch him, and then he hugs him.
Han does.
And that's when he grabs the card out of his thing. Han
steals the card, right?
And then Lando's like, and he goes down, but he can't grab anything. And he says, "Oh, what's wrong? Looking for your triple Psylocke?" And he's pretty funny.
Yep. Yeah, you're right, Kachung. The planet that Han Solo comes from is called Corellia.
Corellia.
He's Corellian, something like that. So but I can't. Again, the name of this crystal thing is lost on me. So I'm sorry about that. Ditto for a top 5 too, John. What did I do? Top 5 what? Can I trade you, Charlie and Kate, on book club? Uh-oh. He doesn't want me anymore. He wants you. Boo. Ditto for top. Oh, now I get it. Sorry. Now I get it. Ryan, I get you. Oh, man. The stars of my show.
Now we have to play the...
Well, now we get to talk about the last thing we wanted to talk about. Sorry, you got to let the kids talk about whatever excites them, White Whale. They lose interest when the box gets too narrow. Very good point. So then the last thing we wanted to talk about was Charlie got to see the trailer, which if you haven't seen it, you can go later on and check it out. It's on YouTube for the new Star Wars movie that comes out in, I think it's December or November.
Isn't it on Entertainment?
I don't remember what I'm sure there's several locations you can see the trailer, but it's called Rise of Skywalker. It's episode 9.
Okay.
What did you think of that commercial for it, Charlie?
I thought it was pretty good, especially the beginning.
What did you like about the beginning?
Well, in the beginning, Rey is standing, she's going, and she has her lightsaber on her belt, and there's a little ship coming. And once it gets close enough to her, she starts running, and then it gets so
It's gonna like run her over, right?
Yeah, and she gets her lightsaber, pushes it out, and she's this amazing like flip split.
Yeah, she like jumps and flips and does a
splits.
Yeah,
and then she does like this really cool thing over the wings so it can fly
of the TIE fighter.
Of the TIE fighter,
which it looks like Kylo Ren's fighter.
Yeah,
right?
It looks like his. And then that was my favorite part. And then during the thing, it's Luke. Luke is talking, and he says, "I'll always be with you. No one's ever really gone." And I have a feeling that this new movie may actually have Darth Maul in it, maybe.
Oh, you think they're going to bring him back in this one?
Well, I know the Emperor. Can I do this part?
Well, at the end, you hear the Emperor
laughing,
yeah.
Which means he might actually still be alive.
Whitewell says he hasn't been excited for a movie in a long time as he is excited for this movie, the Star Wars movie. How did you? Hopefully you liked Last Jedi. We watched that again yesterday. We were so excited by that trailer. I wanted to go and watch Last Jedi again, so I threw that in and
because it might actually have some clues about what's going to happen.
Oh, I'm sure it does. And I am a fan of Last Jedi. I actually really enjoyed that movie.
That was a great.
I think for me that lightsaber fight with Kylo in the red throne room might be one of my all-time favorite lightsaber fights.
Yeah.
Bake the Snake mentioned the one in episode 1. I would say those are probably like my 2 favorite ones. Absolutely amazing. They should have had JJ do the whole trilogy. Maybe.
The funny thing is, I don't know why Kylo Ren in The Last Jedi doesn't notice Luke in the little snow fight that they have. Why, when his feet moves, the soil, it turns into red crystals because it's really hot. But then when Luke moves, nothing shows up.
Yeah.
Which means it's obviously the Force that's keeping him there.
Yeah, because he's not actually there, so he can't touch anything really. Even when he gives Leia the dice. Han Solo's dice, right? They disappear later because they're not real. They're not. He was projecting all that.
She drops them when she's running, and Kylo Ren picks them up and.
Yeah. That lightsaber duel was the only thing I liked about that movie. Well, hey, I know it's not for everybody. I understand some people were frustrated by stuff that went on in that one, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited to see what they do to kind of round this trilogy out. So I thought it was a good trailer. Definitely. I agree, John. Up there as one of the best duels. Awesome. That's it for us for today. Charlie looks like she's ready to go back to sleep. You were on fire today. Good job. Gogo Joe-san.
Gogo Joe-san. Good
morning, everyone. Right? That's good morning, everyone in Cantonese. And we have to apparently go back to Jeff Comic 813's channel. He's got a new video he does every Wednesday, Cantonese Comic Wednesday. You can learn a little Cantonese, and he gives you some reviews for some books he's been doing. It's a lot of fun.
Maybe we'll have goodbye.
I know he did a recent one with the word dad. And the one that we watched was from quite a while back. We rewatched it to make sure we could do it right. But it had, I like Spider-Man. So you can tell you how to say Spider-Man. So it was really cool. You can definitely get like fun, little bit of language in there.
Reggie would like that. I like Spider-Man. He would like that.
Yeah, he would, right? That'd be perfect for Reggie. He does like Spider-Man a lot.
That's true.
All right. It's almost evening, Geeky. I'm very sorry about that. Hope that your weekend's not going too fast. I'm too critical, I've been told. We all know that, Alec. It's okay. Hopefully this one will live up to all the hype that everybody's going to have around it, because obviously we're all very excited about that. He's going to bed. Ryan, good night. See you at 5. Yes, I will. We're going to be on at 5 o'clock. We're going to be on with Rod the Rican doing Coast to Coast.
Yeah, Just the Rican, Jeffrey Comic-Con, and Fire Guy Ryan.
And Edwin, the comic jabroni.
Edwin, the
It's going to be a packed house, and we're going to be talking about Comic-Cons because we've now been to 2. We've got lots to say about that. Lastly, I want to plug it again, but you can find I'm going to put the link in my channel, in my Instagram later. Alec, White Whale Comics, he has an auction tonight. 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. The items are nuts. You can click on his name. It's one of the blue wrenches in my chat. Go right to his channel, and his last video is like a 4-minute video breaking down some of the items that you'll see in this auction, including a giant size X-Men #1, that incredible Grail book. You can bid on one of those. It's going to be wild. And there are lots of things. It's insane. And it's still growing. There are still books rolling in. I think just today I got Issues posted a book that was sent to him recently. I think it's Lethal Protector 1 slab 9.6 or 9.8. Insane. So you can get some really great books, pay a reasonable price, and know that all that money is going to go to help some charity. So, like, there's no lose in that scenario, in my opinion. So definitely something you should check into.
You know what you guys should do is get some comics that you think some kids would like and give them to the kids in the hospital.
Yeah, there's a lot of people and a lot of charities that give comic books to kids that need them and things like that, that need good books to read. It was a 9.8 from the Spider-Man booth. That's what it was. The guys who run the Spider-Man booth, they overnighted a 9.8 slab Lethal Protector just for this auction. So again, there's going to be some insane books, and again, great cause. So make sure that you guys at least hit the notification bell on Alec's channel so that when he rolls live tonight, you are ready to be in there. Yeah, a giant size X-Men 1. It's going to be nuts. And I tell you right now, I will be bidding just to make sure that this all goes to a great cause.
How much you going to bid?
Shh. That's our secret. All right. You guys have a great day. If you want to see us again later, we are on Rod the Weekend's channel at 5 Pacific. Bye.
Peace out.